Which contemporary fighter do you most enjoy watching right now?
Out of the big-time fighters now?
Yeah.
Pacquiao looks sensational his last fight. Oh, it's sensational. No fighter, and you as my witness, as any expert, no fighter looks more sensational than the Pacquiao looked the other night. No fighter, name a fighter looked more sensational than Manny Pacquiao did the night he fought.
Let me sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather. How do I sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather?
All right, hey, listen. Then that shows that you're a neophyte in boxing. You know nothing about boxing.
Well, excuse me?
Because no.
What? I ain't hear you, Mike. What'd you say?
You don't know much about boxing.
Getting a little uncomfortable up here.
No one said who was better. I said there's nobody in boxing that fighting that looks sensational.
Sensational.
The way that Pacquiao did against Rio.
Oscar De La Hoya visits and trains with Manny Pacquiao ahead of Mario Barrios' fight, calls him a hell of a fighter. Boxing legend Oscar De La Hoya recently joined Manny Pacquiao in training ahead of Pacquiao's highly anticipated bout against Mario Barrios. Praising Pacquiao's incredible drive and talent, De La Hoya remarked, "He's a hell of a fighter, that's exactly why he's coming back at this age. He still has the heart, the skill, and the passion to take on top-level competition." De La Hoya noted that Pacquiao is coming in strong, both physically and mentally. Manny's showing tremendous strength and determination. Despite his age, his focus and training intensity prove he's ready to take on elite opponents, he said. Oscar believes Pacquiao's return will be powerful and inspiring, a true reflection of his legendary fighting spirit and undying hunger for victory. The fire still burns. For a fighter,
the warrior that Manny is, he's gonna be like, because I love to fight and I want to fight the best.
The attributes I have, the skill set I have, the youth is on my side. So it's my job just to go in there, use all of that again.
The 4 years layoff on boxing, like it's good for my body because I've been in boxing since I was 12 years old. When I was 12 years old, then continuous non-stop. So good for me, for my body to...
Of Pacquiao's caliber, the passion for boxing never fully fades. Even after stepping away from the limelight, his desire to return to the ring has only intensified. This deep bond with the sport is a major reason behind his comeback. Pacquiao firmly believes he still possesses the strength, speed, and skills to compete at the highest level. Though his age is often mentioned, it hasn't dulled his power or movement. His ability to hit hard and move fast remains intact, proving that true determination knows no age. Not just one fight, a strategic return. Pacquiao's comeback isn't just about one fight. While Mario Barrios is his current focus, Manny...
30, he's 46, hasn't fought in 4 years. Like, in your mind, how do you see the fight going? How are you going to beat Manny, or what do you see yourself doing to him?
Yeah, no, I just had to use, all of that, like as busy as I've been in my career, the attributes I have, the skill set I have, the youth is on my side. So it's my job just to go in there, use all of that again, just make sure, I still walk out holding that title.
He has hinted that he's open to taking on more challenges after this bout. He's taking a measured, strategic approach, one fight at a time, rather than rushing into multiple matchups. This disciplined mindset reflects not just his respect for boxing, but also for every opponent he faces. De La Hoya reflects on facing Pacquiao. Looking back at his own fight against Pacquiao, Oscar De La Hoya offers honest insights into just how powerful and precise Manny was in the ring. He dominated relentlessly, Oscar admits. "I couldn't mount any kind of meaningful defense." De La Hoya's reflections highlight the sheer force Pacquiao brought into the ring, even when facing naturally bigger fighters. At the time, De La Hoya had to drop a significant amount of weight to face Pacquiao, a decision that proved physically demanding. Despite being the
I wish him all the best.
Quadra, I love him.
Can he do it?
Quadra?
Can he do it? Absolutely. Manny Pacquiao's
Oscar needs...
He's a legend,
Some nice ones, thank you.
He's a legend. I think he can do it. Absolutely. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but
smaller man, Pacquiao used speed, timing, and punching power to overcome the size disadvantage. It showcased just how special a fighter Manny is. Freddie Roach's initial doubts. Pacquiao's longtime trainer, Freddie Roach, initially had reservations about matching Manny with Oscar due to the size difference. Roach was concerned it might not be a fair fight. But Pacquiao's overwhelming performance proved those doubts wrong. Roach's honest reflection only adds to the legend, reinforcing just how often Pacquiao has defied expectations. Youth versus experience. Mario.
I'm coming back because, like I said, boxing is always my passion, and I miss boxing for how many years? All years I stopped boxing. Always thinking boxing, and even my house I have a boxing ring, boxing gym, and I always work out every day, like playing basketball, and playing badminton. So I really love exercise, and I really miss boxing.
Mario Barrios enters the fray. Mario Barrios, representing the new generation of fighters, approaches this bout with confidence. He acknowledges his youth gives him an advantage in stamina and speed, factors he believes could tilt the fight in his favor. This self-assurance is typical among rising stars eager to make their mark by challenging legends like Pacquiao. It's the classic boxing dynamic, youthful ambition versus seasoned experience. Manny's training, precise, disciplined, relentless. Pacquiao's...
When you beat Barrios, what's next? Are you going to fight Ryan Garcia, Haney, Lopez, Gervonta Davis? Are you ready to go through these fights?
One at a time.
But you want those guys.
We'll see.
You feel good?
We'll see. I always, I cannot say after this, like I'm going to fight like that, but one at a time. After the fight, we can see, we can talk.
Preparation for the fight has been intense and highly structured. Every element of his camp is focused on sharpening technique, building endurance, and maintaining strength. He follows a rigorous but balanced regimen, combining technical drills with grueling conditioning work. Despite the years away from professional bouts, his dedication remains.
Took a very tough beating to get me out of the sport.
Like Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he beat the hell out of me. Manny Pacquiao would be right in front of me. He would, after hitting me 15 times, and then I would be ready to hit him, and he would be wide open, and I couldn't pull the trigger. I just couldn't pull the trigger.
I wouldn't have loved to fight Pacquiao again because he kicked my ass. Sorry. But yeah, there were many fighters out there who I would have loved to fight 2 or 3 times.
You know what? So you had enough of Pacquiao is what you're saying.
Oh, trust me. Right when I walked into the ring, I had enough of Pacquiao.
You thought that when you got in the ring?
Oh, well, Rich, this documentary, my gosh, it's sad too at the end because it shows the whole Pacquiao situation. I was getting beat up in training camp when preparing for Pacquiao. So I knew that was the end already for me because Pacquiao was just coming up.
Yeah.
Pacquiao was like the star in the making. But what really screwed up my whole training for that fight was I started drinking heavy during training camp and nobody knew. Oh yeah. I mean, it gets, so I was literally a dead man walking into the ring.
Unmatched. Behind closed doors, sparring secrets. Former world champion Sean Porter offered rare insights into the private world of Pacquiao's sparring sessions. He trains with such ferocity, there are no cameras allowed, Porter shared. The footage he does have captures Manny's relentless energy and commitment in every
from happening.
Why?
Because the weight difference.
Oh, they were concerned his safety.
Yeah, but the reason that fight happened is because when I was training Oscar, his 106-pounder was training at the same gym as us, Calderon. Calderon gives him a beating. Oscar, I said, what's wrong? He says, well, you know, he's small and he's a southpaw and he's really quick, Freddie. So then Bob Arum had just called me up and asked me if we wanted to fight Oscar with Pacquiao, and I said, no, he's too big, and I hung the phone up. And about 2 in the morning, I'm thinking about the fight in the sparring with the little guy who's a southpaw and really fast, like Manny Pacquiao. And I said, 2 o'clock in the morning, I picked the phone up and I called Bob Arum. I said, Bob, make that fight happen. He says, you sure? I says, 100%, yes.
Just based off that sparring session.
Even in private, Pacquiao's work ethic commands respect. You don't hold your phone up in sparring, Porter added, a nod to the sacred intensity of those moments. A return rooted in legacy. Despite worldwide fame and a decorated career, Manny Pacquiao's love for boxing remains as fierce.
With the experience of being a sparring with Manny Pacquiao, what was the biggest lesson that you learned?
Taught me like what a world-class training camp looks like. I had to be at Manny's house at 5:30 a.m. because he'll go run at 6 a.m. Then we'll be in the gym at 12 p.m. Then he'll go to church in the evening. Like even that, I'm like, oh, like he adds church to his training camp. That's insane. I would have never thought, you know. I got to like work with my idol. Imagine like whoever you look up to right now, like the person you look up to the most in this world, like, and then you end up working with for 3 straight years. I remember like having breakfast with him. I was like, damn, he's fucking sitting right there. That's crazy. Like it was still crossing my head, you know, insane.
As ever. His comeback isn't just about reclaiming past glory, It's about proving that true greatness doesn't fade with time. As he prepares to...
You don't hold your phone up in sparring.
Right.
You don't bring a camera in to sparring. Guess what? We got footage of me and Manny sparring. We got footage of me and Manny Pacquiao sparring.
Leak it. No.
Yeah, right.
Let's get the
But it was understood. My dad said, I want me and my son to have this. And he and Freddie made an understanding. You can hold it, but I don't want anybody to ever see this, Ken.
Right.
And nobody has ever seen a sparring session between me and Manny Pacquiao. It's just a code of ethics. I hate that they broke that code. Everybody in sport and boxing know the code. Tighten up.
Manny Pacquiao, I saw some footage or some images online where you were sparring him, and I've got to be honest, you gave him a very clean dig. And not many people can actually say they've landed good, clean punches on Manny Pacquiao. He's a super fighter, very, very quick. What was it like to share the ring, even though it was only sparring, sharing the ring with Manny Pacquiao?
I mean, it was a blessing. Like, Manny Pacquiao himself is a legend. You know what I mean? Manny's a legend in boxing. And to be honest, I don't think I was, well, I know. I wasn't shell-shocked the first time we sparred. It was like I had something to
face Barrios and possibly others down the road. The world watches once again as the legend...
Why are you going to fight Pacquiao? First of all, he's younger than you, he's faster, he's strong. I had to lose, instead of gain weight, I had to lose like 10 pounds to fight in his weight class. And that drained my body at my age. So I literally was like a walking zombie when I walked into the ring. I was out of it. I lost so much weight. I lost a lot of muscle. And it was one of those moments where my pride got the best of me, you know? Yeah. In the first round, after I sat down in the corner, I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, here we go. Like, I have to take like 12 rounds of this, you know, until like the 9th round, my corner called it and said, that's it. He's punishing you too much. Like, I never received that much punishment in my life. And they were like, I think my brother or somebody just said, you know what, that's it.
Steps back into the ring.